Today, we're going to talk about something that can help you achieve your goals and make the progress that you want. But watch out, because too much of it, and it can be a goal killer, stopping all progress. Not enough of it, or not enough of it, and you're not going to be able to make the progress that you want either. Right in between, right in that Goldilocks zone with just enough, and you'll be able to make the progress that you want, achieve your goals, and enjoy life. What is it? That's what we're going to explore in today's episode. This is the Enjoy Life podcast. If you feel overwhelmed or stuck and you want to break free so that you can find your power to take action to achieve your goals and enjoy life, then you're in the right place. Welcome, my friend. I am glad that you're here. My name is Nick Mazie, and it's my desire to be your guide through this material so that you can choose your mindset, goals, and actions so you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want to go and enjoy it. Now let's dive right in. Well, welcome to episode 170 of the Enjoy Life podcast. I'm Nick Mazie, and as always, I am thrilled that you're here and joining in, that you're saying, hey, you know what, I'm open to doing some things so that I can guide my life to go where I want it to go. If that's where you're at, then that is awesome. If you're not quite there yet, then hopefully this podcast will help you to see that there are things that you can do to make your life more how you want it to be. It does take some work and some effort, but I promise you that the effort's worth it because you can do these things. You can choose what you do, and that can end up making a big impact on your life. You can claim your power to set those goals, to take action, and to guide your life to go where you want it to go. So I really hope this podcast can help you to do. And that's why we're talking about goal killers. This whole series that we're in right now, it's about goal killers. Goal killers are things that stop you from making the progress that you want. Unfortunately, they're common, but these things, they show up all the time. And when you know what they are, and you know the impact they can have on your actions, on your mindset, on you achieving your goals and your ability to enjoy your life, when you know that, then it's like, well, you saw a caution sign, so you're ready to slow down and go around the obstacle. That's what I want these episodes to do for you, is to be that caution sign saying, hey, watch out for this. If you notice this going on, you can do something about it. And that's what these goal killers, or this goal killer series is for you to be able to say, hey, I'm going to watch out for that because I don't want that to stop me. I want to be able to make progress toward my goals. And that's what I want for you. So today's goal killer, it's something that we need to have in our lives, but just not too much and definitely not too little. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about planning. Planning is one of those things that, it has a great benefit if done right, but if not, well, like I said, it could be a goal killer. See, no planning at all, just winging it, or whatever it is. Sometimes that can feel nice. You can feel free. You can feel like you're not tying yourself down by plans. And not that you have to plan everything. No, by no means do we need to plan everything. Sometimes it's nice just to do what we're doing and enjoy it. But your goals are something that's different. There's that saying, no one ends up on top of Mount Everest by accident. You don't magically achieve all that you want without any sort of planning or preparation. No. So when it comes down to your life, your goals, it's worth at least a few minutes of planning. See, a lot of people spend more time planning their vacations than they do planning their goals. That's not going to lead you to the life that you want. So I'm not going to magically achieve my goals without planning what they are. I might say, hey, my family is important to me and I want to enjoy life. Okay. But if I don't take the time to actually figure out what that really means to me, or, how I'm going to provide for my family, or what I'm going to do, what I'm going to plan for my life that I enjoy so that I can live the life that I want. If I don't take the time to plan that, at least think through it some, well, then it's certainly not going to happen. And, in the last episode, we talked about some distractions. Well, if I don't have at least somewhat of a plan for how I'm going to achieve my goals, or what my goals are, the life that I want, if I don't at least think through that a little bit and have an idea, well, all those distractions that we talked about last week, they're definitely going to come in, steal my attention, divert my actions, and all of a sudden I'm going to be somewhere. I'm not going to be where I want to be. I won't know that I'm off track because I didn't have a plan to get to where I wanted to go. And that's not going to be that's not going to be enjoying life. That's not going to be living the life that I want. Well, and I don't want that for you either. I don't want that for me, and I don't want that for you. Now, a great way to just start on this is just to write down your goals. Just write them down. And then write down a little bit of what you might need to do to achieve them. Just write it down. Is it a powerful, powerful thing is writing things down. See, when we think of thoughts, they seem like a great idea. But when you have to write them down, no, they might still be a great idea. But when you have to write them down, it forces you to kind of think through it a little bit because you're getting it on paper, you're making your hand move, you're seeing it as you're writing. And it kind of causes you to refine it a little bit. Like when you get those ideas down on paper, it really helps you shape them. And then you got a better idea of what's going on because you've taken the time to write them down. Also, it's a powerful method to help you to follow through on them is just writing them down. If you want a quick hack for goal setting and planning, just write it down. A lot of times there's not a shortcut to be able to make these things happen, but writing them down is a huge, huge benefit. It can really get you on the right track. So just write it down. So now we have the not enough planning, and that can be a goal killer. But what if we take things to the far other side of the spectrum? Too much planning. The far other side of having too much planning. See, the goal killer in the too much planning is that it feels good. It feels productive. When you're really planning something out, you're getting into every minute little detail, it feels like you're being productive. And it can be a good thing, planning. I just said that. Hey, I want you to plan how to achieve your goals. So it's got to be a good thing, right? The problem with too much planning, I'm talking about too much. Like when you're planning every single little dirty detail of every single little step that you're going to have to take from here all the way to that big goal that you have, every single dirty detail might not happen exactly how you plan it. And all that time planning every little detail, you're not taking action to achieve your goals. Now, it's good. Thinking through a plan is a good thing. But if you're doing too much planning, then are you using the planning time to put off taking the action and doing the work? Planning is good, but you're not taking action. And spending too much time planning the details that are too far down the road, well, things might be different when you get there. As we're seeing all the time, things are just changing faster and faster. I don't know what everything's going to be like 2 years from now. So if I spend a ton of time planning step number 32 when I'm on step number 3, well, by the time I get to step number 32, I might be in a completely different space. There might be different requirements and different things that I need for step number 32. I might be able to skip what I thought step number 32 was going to be because by the time I got there, I already taken care of it. So planning too many details too far down the road, it might be a waste of time in that you don't have to do those exact details that you planned, but also all that time spent planning step number 32, well, I'm not doing step number 3 right now. If I do step number 3, then I'm going to make progress. And achieving your goals is all about making that progress. I don't want over planning being the distraction that takes you away from doing the work and taking the action that you can do right now. So what can you do with all this? Well, so now I got to get the planning just perfect or it's going to be a goal killer. Well, a little bit. But that's why I like this one thing. This one thing can help you out with that. It does a tremendous, has a tremendous benefit for me in my life. And I just call it good idea planning. Good idea planning. It's just an idea. When you have an idea of what you need to do, and especially what you need to do next, when you have an idea of that, well, then it's so much easier just to do it. And if something comes up, then you're more ready to adjust because it was just an idea. You're not stuck on that concrete, perfect plan that you created. And then something pops up. Well, then you don't want to change your plan because you spent so much time planning it. It's a good idea. Or you're not stuck in this area of no planning at all. And so you have an idea. So when things do come up, hey, you got an idea. You're prepared for it a little bit. And this is just about identifying the major milestones, and then plan the next step. While you're keeping the real purpose in mind, there's a simple way to do that. I like writing it down. I have a little saying, write your goals in pen and your plan in pencil, because ideas you can change. If you write your plan in pencil, then you can adjust it as you need to. There's no perfect plan. What's that? There's a great saying that says, the enemy of a good plan is the dream of a perfect plan. Well, there is no perfect plan, so don't worry about creating it. Just have a good plan, a good idea, a good idea. And there's also a saying, I think it's a Navy, I don't know if it's Navy or military. Anywho, it's a saying that says, no plan makes it past breakfast, or no good plan makes it past breakfast. That's just saying that things are going to change anyways. They're going to change. And so don't spend a whole bunch of time trying to have this perfect plan. Instead, just have a good idea of what you need to do and be ready to execute it and adjust as you go. And as long as you're tying your actions to your goals, and your goals to your dreams, and your dreams to your values, then you're going to be on the right track. You're going to be on the right track. It's going to take some work and some effort, but you can do it. And having that good idea plan, man, that can be such a great benefit. Like I said, you'll have an idea, so you won't be stuck with nothing. But also, it's just a good idea, so you'll be ready to adjust it as you need. And if you're only going to create that good idea for your plan and not worry about getting the perfect plan, then you're going to be ready and able to take action sooner, so you can make progress faster, and that way you can get towards your goal, achieve it, and just live the life that you want and enjoy life. That's what I want for you. And I want you to just be aware of these goal killers that we're talking about in this series. Just be aware of them so you can adjust as needed to make the progress that you want for your life. Now, if you missed any of the other episodes in this goal killer series, then wherever you're listening to podcasts, you should just be able to scroll up and down. Make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss any more that are coming up. And you can go to nickmazy.com, search for Goal Killer series, and it will have the post for the episodes. You can listen right there on the website and have more resources on goals, and all that stuff's on the website just to be able to help you out. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you for listening to the Enjoy Life podcast. It's my pleasure to put these on for you. And I'm just thrilled that you're joining in, you're listening in, and you're open to the idea of taking action toward the life that you want, making it the best that it can be, and enjoying life. That's what I want for you. That's why this podcast and all my material is here, is to help you do that. All right. Thanks for listening. Take care, and I can't wait to talk to you again next week.